So, this is more than astonishing. Almost 300,000 views in a week. I can't say I was expecting that. So what to do now? Having people being interested in what I have to say is an unusual experience, to say the least. I can't say that I have anything more specific to tell you, and I know that many of you are interested in my personal rather than my political journey. It's very early days, so I'm not sure that what I have to say will satisfy you. All I can offer you at present is my intent. Concrete plans will follow, I assure you. So first off, it's hats off to Dr. Peterson. That's the very first thing. He even put me on his Twitter thingy. So I'm feeling somewhat out of my depth here. But we struggle along. Thanks to everyone who watched, commented or subscribed. Thank you, of course thank you. I mean it. Next, I need to clear up a misunderstanding that some of you have made. Dr. Peterson has not made me do anything, least of all hate myself. I am a free moral agent and I am fully responsible for my actions. All he has done is to allow me to recognise my past behaviour, and that has helped me to understand my decades-long avoidance tactics. Several people have accused me and him of that, and I can understand why. One guy even accused Dr. Peterson of making me rat myself out, and he even put my video on his blog. But not true. Not in the slightest. Now the other thing is a little more serious and a little more weighty. I said that I'd never done anything to be proud of. I didn't say I had nothing to be proud of. And that's a small but important difference. I raised two girls. By that I mean I kept them alive. I kept them alive until adulthood. They didn't die on my watch. So that's an achievement of sorts, I suppose. But what I was getting at is that I could have done better. Am I proud of my girls? Like you wouldn't believe. Do I think I could have done better? I do. Do I wish that I had made more of the difficult and necessary sacrifices that would have given them a better start? I do. Do I feel guilty that now they will just have to battle along with everyone else to get their tiny slice of the pie? Again, I do. So having said that, do I think I was a good dad? As good as I could have been? No, I don't. And that is what I meant. I didn't mean I wasn't proud of my girls. See the difference? That's important. So what can I give them, since I haven't managed to give them the leg up they were due? What is it that I can do for them? Well, my intention is to do for them what was done for me. I was bequeathed a free country. For 8 centuries, my antecedents have wrestled my society into what it is today. 40 or more generations have, little by little, step by step, brick by brick, and bullet by bloody bullet, raised this country from the swamp of serfdom and the despotism of kings into the glorious democratic and free society that we have today. And we are in danger of losing it in a single generation. And I, for one, will no longer stand idly by while their inheritance, their real inheritance, is taken from them. A lot of people have said that I need to get my house in order first, to clean my room, in the words of Dr. Peterson, and I can understand why. But the inference is that I'm somehow neglecting my responsibilities to them and to myself if I don't fix myself first. I am fixing myself, but how will I know when I'm finished? Am I to wait until I know for sure? Martin Luther King was often and repeatedly told to wait, that by insisting on pushing for justice now, he was endangering his family, his children and his people. He had some eloquent words which amounted to saying that waiting was in effect selling his children and his grandchildren into servitude, future servitude, second-class citizenship and violence, because we were too afraid to engage in the fight now. And by waiting, we were saddling them with the struggle. Unfortunately, I cannot find those words, otherwise I will quote them to you now. If anybody knows them, I would be grateful if you could pass them on. I'm aware that my goal does sound grandiose, but that's only because we have forgotten how to be free, how to be citizens, because as citizens, it is our duty to ensure that we remain free. Our freedom was won at great cost. It wasn't automatic. It didn't come naturally, and it absolutely was not inevitable. It was won by the action of individual human beings who confronted their unknowns. The unknowns in this case being the uncertainty of what happens when you stand up against those who appear stronger than you. And it was taken, not given. It was taken by people who insisted that the country belonged to all of us and not just to those at the top. What kind of men are we, that we are prepared to shrug our shoulders and say that there's nothing that can be done, that it is inevitable that we must first lose our privacy, then our liberty, then our autonomy, and finally our agency even to behave like human beings at all? Is it inevitable that we are to become mere drones or automatons whose compliance and obedience can be bought with an iPhone? What kind of men are we that after 800 years of improving our society, our legacy to our children is to leave them with nothing but an electronic leash around their necks and the future of a padded cell in an open prison that goes by the name of the United Kingdom? What kind of men are we that we will take that leash? And what kind of men are we that we will let that happen to our children? What kind of men, what kind of people are we? Over the last week, I've got the feeling that there's quite a lot of us that want to be more than that. I hope I'm right. Let me know your intentions. See you next time.